E-learning, which week it will be show, sir?
After end the class, I will show this chapter. Okay.
Oh, thank you.
There are two principles of adjusting entries: revenue recognition principles and expense recognition principles. Revenue recognition principles: revenue should be recognized in the accounting period in which it is earned, generally when services performed. You just recognize your transaction as is it earned. Okay, when it earned, you just recognize it is earned for me or for our organization. Okay. And expense also same. Match expense with revenue in the period when the company makes effort to generate those revenue. So expense recognized should be done when expense make it. When expense make, you just recognize already done the expense. Okay. So in that adjusting entries, we just there are two principles: revenue recognition principle and expense recognition principles. Why adjusting entries are needed? A huge number of points have the needed of adjusting entries. Out of this, I try to 3 point highlights here. Adjusting entries ensure that the revenue recognition and expense recognition principles are followed. Adjusting entries are necessary because the trial balance may not contain up to date and complete date, complete data and up to date and not declare. So to declare as updated and to declare is it is the complete data. In this situation, adjusting entries are needed. And last one, adjusting entries are required every time a company prepares financial statement. Adjusting entry is a must to complete a financial statement. Without adjusting entry, you cannot complete a financial statement. So it is another important terms of adjusting entries. Now I am going to adjusting entries categories or types. Okay. Two category adjusting entries: accrual basis and deferral or prepaid. Prepaid means advance and accrual means outstanding. Okay, accrual means outstanding. Entry or transaction occurred but not paid instantly. And prepaid, advance paid. Not recognize the service or this related any activities yet not done. Okay, just you paid advance. This is the prepaid. Prepaid expense always time asset. You mind it. Prepaid expense always time asset. Mind it. And accruals income. Accruals income always time asset. We will get in future. Okay. Receivable. That's mean. So adjusting entry two category: accrual basis and prepaid or deferral basis. Under the accrual basis, adjusting entries occur before cash. Before cash. Cash received in future or later. Okay. Accrued expense or liabilities, accrued revenue and accrued revenue asset, accrued expense liabilities. You mind it. Accrued expense liabilities payable. That's mean. Okay. And accrued revenue asset you will get in future receivable. Okay. Very carefully mind it. Very carefully mind it. And prepaid cash occurred before adjusting entries. prepaid and deferred expense. Prepaid is a deferred expense. Unearned deferred revenue. Unearned. You service rendered, but advance you take the money. Okay. Revenue will done in later or next. This is the unearned. Unearned always time liabilities. Okay. However, this category, this term is a core point of adjusting entries. Core point, a very important and core point, and very carefully mind it. If you mistake to take a clear concept from these principles or from these terms, you cannot clearly understand the adjusting entries. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum, sir. Sorry to interrupt, Kori, sir.
Yes.
Sir, can you please some example on this aspect so that we can understand clearly? Because the theory we understand, but if you can kindly give us some example according this study, we can understand much better. Thank you, sir.
I always time try to a paradigm example, not example. I try to show or disclose or expose a paradigm example, but you just time give me some time, okay? And later with example, I will discuss it, okay? No problem here. This is the problem number one, an example.
Thank you, sir.
You are ready? Okay. Example number one, salary accrued amounting to taka 1,600. Okay, salary accrued. Before I remind you, all accrued expense is payable or credit. Okay, so journalist salary expense debit and salary payable credit because salary accrued. Salary you not payment still now. Okay, salary is still due. So in this situation, the example is journalist salary expense debit and salary payable credit. Salary pay in next or future, or you will get the salary in future. Okay, not yet. Okay, this is the example number one. You clear?
স্যার একটু একবার একটু বাংলায় বললে ভালো হয় স্যার।
অ্যাকুরেট মিন্স কি স্যার, মানে
বকেয়া
কমিটমেন্ট করা হয়েছে স্যার, নাকি তোমাকে স্যালারি দেবো তুমি
বকেয়া
পাবে,
হ্যাঁ,
মেনশন করা নেই কোনো মান।
স্যালারি এখনো পর্যন্ত আমরা স্টিল অ্যান্ড ইন হ্যান্ড, হাতে আছে, আমরা দেয় না এখনো, অথবা এখন আপনি পান নাই, ঠিক আছে, ভবিষ্যতে দিব।
স্যার এটা কি কোম্পানির পার্সপেক্টিভ থেকে অ্যাকিউট এক্সপেন্স হচ্ছে স্যার?
Yes, again reply.
Sir, is it the accrued expense from the company's perspective?
Accrued expense, you just when you try to make a journal, you just
Right,
clerk of a company or accountant, okay?
Right, sir.
So company not paid the salary still now,
Right,
okay?
sir.
So pay in future, that's mean liability. So salary expense debit and salary payable credit.
স্যার একটু বাংলায় বলছি, এটা কি স্যার বকেয়া খরচ, মানে কোম্পানির ইয়া থেকে বকেয়া খরচের খানায় পড়ছে স্যার এটা স্যার?
Yes, বকেয়া বেতন।
বকেয়া বেতনের খানায় পড়ছে স্যার। রাইট।
Example number two, prepaid situation. Prepaid insurance of taka 100, 1,050, 500 during the year. In this year, prepaid insurance. So prepaid expense, always time asset. Prepaid insurance debit and cash credit. You just insurance paid in advance. Okay, paid in advance. So prepaid insurance debit and cash credit. Okay. Example number 3, prepaid insurance of taka 1,500 expired during the year. Expired. Expired means time is passing. Okay. But before prepaid, not expired. And example number 3, expired during the time. That's means journal. Insurance expense debit, prepaid insurance credit. Prepaid. Credit means at first you prepaid debit, but now prepaid credit because prepaid something reduce. Okay. Prepaid is a asset. Okay. But from this asset, some amount are expired. So prepaid is expense now credit. How much? In trial balance, prepaid insurance was 3,000, but out of 3,000 expired 1,015,500. But I mistake slightly from here in 4,000, 4,000, 4,000 and 2,800. Okay, this is the accurate figure. You clearly understand or not this item?
Sir,
we got now.
prepaid insurance expires, sir. What is the meaning of that, sir?
Expert time already passed. First time prepaid, but now this time is passed. Overcome this time.
আর একটু যদি বাংলায় বলতেন তাহলে বুঝতে সুবিধা হতো।
আমরা প্রথমে এটা অগ্রিম দিয়েছিলাম। এখন এই অগ্রিম থেকে কিছু অংশ আমাদের এই সময় উত্তীর্ণ হয়েছে। অগ্রিমটা ওই পরিমাণে অগ্রিমটা আর নাই। 2,800 টাকার পরিমাণে অগ্রিমটা আর নাই, মানে এখন উত্তীর্ণ হয়েছে। ঠিক আছে, প্রথমে আমাদের অগ্রিম দেওয়া হয়েছিল। ঠিক আছে, তো সেই অগ্রিমটা আমার এখানে উত্তীর্ণ হয়েছে। অগ্রিমটা আর নাই, অগ্রিম দেওয়া ছিল কিন্তু কিছুদিন পরে ওইটা আর অগ্রিম নাই, ওই পরিমাণ টাকাটা আমাদের এক্সপায়ার হয়েছে। এক্সপায়ার। ওকে,
Sorry, sir.
মনে করেন আপনি অগ্রিম দিয়েছেন 20 টাকা, তো 5 দিন পরে বলা হয়েছে যে 5 টাকা এক্সপায়ার হয়েছে, মানে 5 টাকা পরিশোধ করা হলো। ঠিক আছে, তাহলে 5 টাকা আপনার খরচ হয়ে যাচ্ছে এখন। আর এই খরচটা কোন জায়গা থেকে আসছে? অগ্রিম থেকে খরচ হয়ে যাচ্ছে, তাহলে অগ্রিমটা কমে যাবে। অ্যাসেট যদি কমে যায় তাহলে ক্রেডিট হয়, এই জন্য প্রিপেড ইন্স্যুরেন্স ক্রেডিট। ক্লিয়ার আর নট?
Sorry, sir.
Sir, the prepaid word you are using here, is it the meaning that the word advance we can use replace the word advance?
Yes, advance prepaid same.
The word sir prepaid is kind of sir misleading, sir, because we are budget with the prepaid means we are just paying card, sir, but the insurance usually we pay in advance for kind of the car insurance we pay in advance, sir, advance income tax for the car. So if it is so, instead of prepaid, can you use the word advance?
You may write advance, you may write prepaid, no problem. Prepaid and advance, same title.
Sir, copy it, sir.
Okay, same title, prepaid and advance. You may use advance, you may use prepaid, no problem. American, British, like different style. Yeah. Okay, I have no complaint about two example. Another one, supplies on hand at the end of period 2,800. Supplies on hand. In trial balance, supplies was taka 4,000. In trial balance, supplies was টাকা 4,000. But at the end of the month or at the end of the year, the adjusting entries, supplies on hand at the end of the period 2,800. Okay, but remain portion is expense. In trial balance, 4,000 supplies is one kind of asset, supplies. Okay, but at the end of period, on hand 2,800, but others amount is already expense. So supplies expense debit, supplies credit. 4,000 minus 200 and 2,800. Clear or not?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay, very clear, very simple. Okay. Another one. Commission revenue earned but not received. Commission revenue earned but not received. Okay. Account receivable, you will get in future. You will get in future. So receivable, one kind of asset, account receivable debit and commission revenue credit. Clear or not?
Sir, account receivable, এটা sir, it is debit. Sir, it is increasing.
Receivable means দেনাদার বা সম্পদ. Account receivable you will get in future. You will get in future. ভবিষ্যতে পাবো means দেনাদার আর দেবো mean পাওনাদার. একটা দায় একটা সম্পদ. ক্লিয়ার?
স্যার এখানে একটা কনফিউশনটা কি হয় স্যার, আমরা বেসিক্যালি যেটা বুঝি স্যার, যখন আমরা কোনো কিছু পাই বা যখন কোনো কিছু আমাদের অ্যাকাউন্টসে অ্যাড হয় তখন সেটা ক্রেডিট আকারে অ্যাড হয়, যার কারণে জার্নালে আসলে বিষয়টা স্যার একটু গোলাটে হয়ে যায় আর কি স্যার।
No, when you try to make a journal, you thinking you as a clerk of a company, you as a accountant of a company. Okay, this is the very clear understanding. You as a clerk or you as a accountant of a company, you just do the activities on the behalf of your company. Okay, you just thinking this. I think no confusion. The example number 5. Okay. Example number 6. Commission revenue unearned 5,000. In the trial balance, commission revenue was টাকা 8,000. Okay. Commission revenue unearned 5,000. And in trial balance 8,000. So commission revenue debit now, unearned always time liability, unearned. Okay, unearned. You earn but not receive instantly. Okay, so commission revenue debit, unearned commission
3,000, sir.
8,000 minus 5,000. In the trial balance 8,000, but at the end of period and the end of month, unearned 5,000, unearned. So earned 3,000. Okay, earned 3,000, unearned. Total revenue 8,000, but at the end of month or at the end of year, they try to statement they have to unearn 5,000. Total 8,000, but unearned 5,000. Then definitely earned 3,000. So commission revenue debit 3,000 and earned commission credit. Very simple.
Sir, main point here is that's identifying the transaction, whether it is the asset and liability, sir. That's where we are confusing. Commission revenue, whether it will be asset or liabilities. If you have a list of the things which are assets and liabilities, then it will be very
Commission revenue, unearned liabilities always time, no doubt.
right.
Unearned liabilities. Okay.
স্যার এক্সকিউজ মি স্যার, স্যার এটা যদি একটু বাংলায় বলছি স্যার, যে মানে কোন জিনিসগুলো স্যার লায়াবিলিটিজ এর ভেতরে পড়বে আর কোন জিনিসগুলো স্যার অ্যাসেটের ভেতরে পড়বে, এটা যদি একটু আমাদেরকে মানে একটা লিস্ট আকারে স্যার একটু যদি দিতেন, কারণ আমরা স্যার আসলে প্রথমবার এই অ্যাকাউন্টিং এর জিনিসটা করছি স্যার, এই জন্য একটু বুঝতে সমস্যা হচ্ছে স্যার, সরি স্যার।
Liability side and asset sides depend on your condition. Okay, depend on condition. But very simple term you mind it. Will give in future, will get in future. Give in future, get in future. As a accountant, okay. Give in future, get in future. This is the liabilities and asset. This condition, this is a very core condition. If you will receive in future, it's a receivable asset, and you will give in future, you are liable to
Liability.
pay liabilities. Exactly. This is a moment. This is a moment and condition depend on. Okay, which entities is liabilities, which entities is asset, is a moment of condition. It depend on moment or condition. Okay, so you generally mind it. Will give, will get, will give, will get. This is the
Sir, then,
concept.
sir, example 5, sir, account receivable. It will come in future, then to it will come, it will add in future, then এটা তো ক্রেডিট হওয়ার কথা স্যার। উপরের এক্সাম্পলে যদি এখন যে এক্সাম্পল ইয়াটা
Yes.
ডেফিনেশনটা দিলেন স্যার, এটার সাথে ওইটা তো
Yes. Commission revenue earned. Commission revenue. Revenue means nominal account. Always times the income. Okay.
ইনকাম,
Commission revenue earned but not received. Not received. Not received. That's mean you will get in future. You will get in
not received.
future. Okay. So receivable for this. Okay.
Receivable. Receivable, then I will get it, then it will be
No,
increase. Now debit
no
liability
get it. You will get in future. You will get in future. Receivable.
Then it will be adding, sir. It will be in asset side.
Account receivable asset. Will get future. Account
Sir,
receivable.
it will get it in future, sir. So it becomes asset, and if the asset decreases, that is credit. Sir, if the asset decreases,
Account receivable asset increase. You will.
increase হলে এটা স্যার ডেবিট হয়ে যাবে স্যার, এইজন্য ডেবিট হচ্ছে।
Yes. And commission revenue means credit. Revenue is the nominal account income.
না না
Okay.
তোলাই গেছে।
I think 5 and 6 example. You critically thinking in relaxed time. Okay, relaxed time. You try to critically thinking. I am sure you will clearly understood about this. Okay. 5 and 6, 7 and 8. 7. Provision for bad debt and doubtfuls. Debt. 3% of account receivable. In trial balance account receivable is taka 37,600. There are two methods, direct method and indirect method. Okay. Provision for bad and doubtful debts. That's mean some portion of account receivable you will not get. You will not get. This is the loss for you. So bad debt expense debit and account receivable credit, because asset decrease. Okay, so this portion you will not get in future, so it is ultimately loss, bad debt expense debit, and loss from account receivable. So this is the direct method, account receivable, okay, and indirect method, bad debt expense debit and allowance for doubtful account credit. Okay, you know, directly hit the account receivable. Okay, you know directly hit account receivable. You just hit is indirectly allowance for doubtful account. Allowance for doubtful account. Okay. Have any question about this?
Not understood, sir. If you please explain again, sir.
Bad debts. Bad debts means some portion from the account receivable you will not get. You will not get. It's your loss.
So as per the earlier principle that you have said, sir, so it is supposed to be get in future. So if it is get in future, that becomes asset, sir.
No get in future. That's bad debts you will not get in future. You will not get. Okay, uncertainty. Uncertain. You may get no or not. Uncertain. So uncertain any transaction you thinking you it is your loss. Okay, uncertain any losses or uncertain any entry you thinking your loss. So bad debt expense debit and this loss from where account receivable. So directly you claim যে দেনাদারের কাছ থেকে পাওয়া যাচ্ছে না, ঠিক আছে, যেমন সরাসরি দেনাদারকে আক্রমণ করা হয় যে তুমি ভালো না, তোমার কাছ থেকে এই টাকাটা পাওয়া যাবে না, হ্যাঁ, ইউ আর নট গুড ম্যান, ইউ আর নট গুড পারসন, I directly claim you. So bad debt expense debit and account receivable credit. And indirectly, no directly claim a person or account receivable, no directly claim, just indirectly. So bad debt expense debit and allowance for doubtful account credit.
স্যার
Yes.
দ্যাটস ওয়াই আপনি এটা বোঝাচ্ছেন যে আমরা একজন আমাদের কাস্টমারের কাছে আমরা টাকা পাইতাম, তো একটা সময় যাওয়ার পরে আমার মনে হয়েছে যে সে আমাকে টাকাটা দিবে না, তো আমার অ্যাকাউন্টটাকে আমি ইকুয়াল করার জন্য আমি ব্যাড ডেবিট দিয়ে এটা শেষ করে দিলাম।
Equal, thus expense হিসেবে দেখাই দিচ্ছি,
জি
just
জি
you
স্যার।
show expense.
আচ্ছা স্যার।
Okay.
ওকে
এক্সপেন্সটা দেখানো হচ্ছে কিন্তু সরাসরি দেনাদারকে বদনাম করা হচ্ছে যে তুমি ভালো না, এজন্য দেনাদারের নাম এখানে দেখানো হয়েছে। কিন্তু
জি জি
কিন্তু কিছু কোম্পানি আছে যারা আরো পোলাইটলি এক্সপোজ করে, সরাসরি দুর্নাম করে না, ঘুরিয়ে দুর্নাম করে, ঠিক আছে, এজন্য অ্যালাউন্স ফর ডাউটফুল অ্যাকাউন্ট। ক্লিয়ার অর নট? ওকে,
Yes, sir. এখন clear.
and last one, depreciation. Depreciation, same two method, direct method and indirect method. Depreciation on machinery টাকা 1 lakh or 100,000 at the rate of 10% per annum. The adjust entry as on 31st March, direct method. Depreciation all time expense, non-cash allocation, and machinery credit. Same depreciation expense debit, accumulated depreciation equipment. Indirect method, accumulated, no directly claim on asset or machine or equipment. Okay, no directly, just indirectly. You clear or not?
স্যার, why machinery is credit sir here?
Depreciation, you already some expense you shows.
Depreciation means I know something about it. After 1 year we doing an audit, and when we get an valuation, then the auditors taken some depreciation like 5% and 10%. Is it, sir?
Suppose you think you have a asset, vehicle or any equipment, okay, passing the time you have to some expense on your financial statement to reduce the income tax. Okay. So asset types, all asset must be a certain amount as an expense at the end of year, because why you show the expense on asset, because to reduce the profit reduce, income tax also less. Okay, for this, clear or not?
Got it, sir.
Okay. This is the trial balance, and this is the additional information. And the additional information, with the help of trial balance, you need adjusting journal. Okay, I just give you one and two. You just adjusting entry, try to see here, because time is very limited. No need adjusted trial balance. You just uh, try to learn adjusting journal, how we adjusting journal. This additional, the adjustment data needed additional journal. Okay, I just give you two math. You just practice. Already one math we practice by slide. Okay, I just give you two math here. A lot of math I have. From this, only two math give you. Okay.